May I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
What is the first thing that comes into your mind when you think about mental health?
It's something that I have some personal experience of from my own family, so quite broad, but it's something I understand is probably becoming more and more of an issue with the some complexities of society. Lots of stresses put on people. So,
okay. And can you name a condition and list any of its symptoms?
Schizophrenic episodes, psychotic episodes, feelings of paranoia, delusions. So those are some that I have some small experience of through family members.
A lot of shame attached to people asking for help.
Yes,
or is
there
it
is.
getting better?
There is a lot of shame. I think there's a lot of, the main thing is there's a lot of stigma, even for people perhaps going to their GP with a depressive illness. And that in itself is a shame because it actually keeps people away from seeking early help for a condition that's treatable. So yes, I think that's the thing that we really do have to get a handle on.
1 in 4.
1 in 4 people alive this year, not in all their life, 1 in 4 people this year have a mental illness.
Okay, can you name a condition and list any of the symptoms?
Yeah, well, I was classed as manic depressive. This is going back over 20 years ago. But since then I haven't suffered. I do have black days, but I don't, you could put, bipolar they call it now, don't they?
Shows no scars. You can be suffering quite badly and you can have no empathy, no sympathy, and the other people can have no empathy for your condition.
What is the first thing that comes into your mind when you think about mental health?
Not right in the head.
Different sort of diseases due to like depression and stuff like that.
What is the first thing that comes into your mind when you think about mental issues?
Mental issues, if a person has a problem, like it's not confident in him or herself. That's what I think about.
What comes into your mind when you think about mental issues?
Well, I have quite a lot of experience with mental health issues, and I suppose the first thing that comes into my mind is that it's a continuum. That we're all somewhere on the continuum between well-being and having difficulties.
Okay, symptoms?
Well, I suppose depression is the obvious one. It has a wide range of symptoms, I think, which vary from person to person, but a feeling of disconnection from the world, an inability to organise themselves, obviously feeling very low and down, and I suppose a sense of low self-esteem is a major feeling of that disease.
Yeah. Many other countries, problems throughout the world, 1 in 4 people experience a mental health problem at some point in their lives, in 1 year.
In 1 year?
In 1 year. And does it surprise you? I think it does.
Yes, what is this?
No. It's 1 in 4, 1 person in 4 people.
1 person
in 4 people.
Every 4 people.
Every 4 people
this experience
a mental health problem at some point in their lives, perhaps in 1 year. Does that surprise you? I think it probably does.
Yes, one person every 4 people is too much.
Yeah. With a mental health problem, and in what ways do you think their illness affects their daily lives?
I know lots of people with mental health issues because they're part of normal life. It's nothing to be frightened of. Unfortunately, most media coverage in this country only relates to people with very severe difficulties who have acted out in a frightening and dangerous fashion. But most people with mental health issues are just like you and me.
Mental health problem, would you find it easy to ask for help, or would you find it a little bit shaming?
I think I'd find it difficult. I don't think I should do, but I think if you're in that position, then you might feel it's something you'd find difficult to tell other people about. Maybe they wouldn't understand what you're talking about. I don't think it's that kind of widely spoken about. So yeah, I think it's not. I find it quite difficult, I think.
Everybody knows somebody who's had a mental illness, whether it be depression. I mean, I have a number of friends with depression. We all go through it from time to time. You know, some of my friends are diagnosed with clinical depression. You know, I've had a friend who's committed suicide. I know a couple of girls who are anorexic. It is a reality. It's just that a lot of it is it's just kept quite hush-hush. It's not like, I have a friend who's got cancer. It's not the same thing. It's quite personal.
Do you know anyone with a mental health problem?
Yeah, there's quite a few people in our school with mental health problems. And it's really sad to see it because it's not very nice to have it. So,
like my brother has, but like I don't know, because he's been like it for ages. I just like get used to it now. So.
Just any names of conditions or symptoms of mental health?
What? Tell me one. Oh yeah, autism. Yes. Schizophrenia. Yeah. Good. I've got my little helpers here. They know more than me. Yeah, ADHD is obviously, but that's not necessarily always mental. Environmental, yeah, environmental health and growing up issues, family issues, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Why might it be shaming?
It is shaming, and I think there is a taboo around these issues still in this country. People don't talk about it, and if we talked about it more, we would probably all be a little bit saner and a little bit healthier.